There is a voice inside you right now, the one reading these words in your head. That voice has never once left you, not for a single second of your life. And here is what almost no one ever tells you. That voice is not you talking to yourself. That voice is the infinite talking as you. Stay with me for the next 8 minutes. What I'm about to share will change the way you see every single day of the rest of your life. You were taught to believe you are a small thing in a big world. A body, a name, a job title, a bank balance. Something that reacts to life instead of something that creates it. But look closer. Before you had a name, you were aware. Before you had a body, something in you was already watching, already feeling, already being. That awareness didn't come from your parents. It didn't come from your school. It didn't come from your culture. It came from the same source that lit every star and grew every tree. You are not in the universe. The universe is happening through you. And the moment you feel that, really feel it, not just understand it as an idea, something in your chest opens up. That opening is the beginning of everything we're about to talk about. Here's something most people get backwards. They think life responds to what they want. It doesn't. Life responds to what you feel is already true. Wanting says, I don't have this. Feeling says, this is already mine. And the world can only give you evidence for what you're already assuming about yourself. Think about someone who walks into every room believing they don't belong. Watch them. They shrink. They apologize with their body before they even speak. And the world, without meaning to, agrees with them. People overlook them. Opportunities pass them by. Now think about someone who walks in already feeling chosen. Not arrogant, just quietly certain. Watch how rooms shift around them. Same room, same people, completely different reality. That's not coincidence. That's the mechanism. Your outer life is simply the shadow your inner feeling casts. Change the feeling, and eventually, without forcing anything, the shadow has no choice but to change shape too. Let me tell you about a woman named Elena. For 3 years, Elena applied for promotions and got passed over every single time. She was skilled. She worked harder than anyone on her team. But underneath, she carried one quiet belief. I'm the kind of person things don't work out for. One night, exhausted, she stopped trying to force her circumstances to change and did something simpler. Before sleep, for a few minutes, she simply imagined, vividly, calmly, what it would feel like to already be trusted, already respected, already leading. Not fantasizing about the promotion, feeling the identity of someone who already had it. She did this quietly every night for weeks. Nothing dramatic happened at first. Then small things shifted. She spoke up in meetings without rehearsing fear. She stopped over-explaining herself. Colleagues started asking her opinion first. 4 months later, she was offered a role she hadn't even applied for. Elena didn't change her resume. She changed the feeling she carried into every room. That's the part no one tells you about transformation. It doesn't start with circumstances. It starts with identity. You were probably taught that imagination is for children, that serious people deal only with facts. But every building you've ever stood in was imagined before it was built. Every relationship you cherish was imagined, a hope, a hunch, a feeling, before it became real. Imagination isn't the opposite of reality. Imagination is reality, waiting its turn. So here is the practice. Instead of replaying your worries at night, borrow those same quiet minutes and rehearse the version of your life you're moving toward. Not wishing, rehearsing. See it. Feel it in your body. Let your breathing slow the way it would if it were already true. This isn't about pretending your problems don't exist. It's about refusing to let your problems be the only thing you ever rehearse. What you rehearse in private, you eventually perform in public. Somewhere along the way, you inherited beliefs that were never yours to begin with. Money is hard to come by. People like us don't get lucky. Love always ends in disappointment. You didn't choose these. You absorbed them. From a tired parent, a hard year, a passing comment that lodged itself somewhere quiet inside you. And you've been unconsciously proving them right ever since. Here's your permission, right now, to question every single one of them. Not with anger, with curiosity. Ask yourself, is this actually true, or is this just something I was handed? The moment you separate your identity from an inherited belief, the belief loses its grip. It becomes something you used to carry, not something you are. You don't transform in one lightning bolt moment. You transform in ordinary minutes, repeated on purpose. Here are the daily practices worth building your life around. 1. Each morning, before you check your phone, spend 60 seconds feeling gratitude for something that hasn't happened yet, as if it already has. 2. Catch yourself mid-complaint and gently ask, is this the story I want to keep telling? 3. Speak to yourself the way you'd speak to someone you deeply love. Your inner voice is not neutral. It's constantly instructing your reality. 4. Before sleep, replace worry with a few minutes of calm, deliberate imagining of the life you're becoming. 5. Act today in one small way as the person you're choosing to become, not the person your past told you that you were. None of these require money. None of them require permission. They require only your attention redirected. And attention, given consistently, becomes destiny. Here is the truth underneath everything we've talked about. You have been waiting for the right time, the right proof, the right person to tell you that you're allowed to become more. That permission is never coming from outside. It was never meant to. It's been sitting quietly inside you this entire time, patient, unshaken, waiting for you to simply remember it's yours. You are not a bystander to your life. You are its quiet architect. The circumstances outside you are simply catching up to the decisions you keep making inside you. So tonight, before you sleep, do one thing. Sit quietly. Take a breath and feel, just for a moment, the version of you that has already become who you're meant to be. Not tomorrow, not someday, tonight. Because the moment you feel it as real, It stops being a dream and starts being your future, walking backward to meet you. If this spoke to something in you, don't let it end here. Come back to it, practice it, become it.